Alright, as we load on into the game here, I do welcome you guys here. This is Pulsefire Gaming's LCS style tournament. This is game number 2 between Team East Coast and MitosisBurnt here as they lock and load into the rift and get ready for the fight of their lives. Everything has changed as MitosisBurnt taking home game number 1. Team East Coast needs to stop at nothing to make sure that game number 2 swings in their favor. Team East Coast is, of course, going to be the blue team, while MitosisBurnt is going to be purple team here. And as we get everything all set up and ready to go, will we see a potential invade? We did not see one in the last game, but with the introduction of Thresh here for MitosisBurnt, they do have a better opportunity to go and blow a flash, cause something that could swing the tides of battle in their favor here. As everyone gets all set, looks like they are just going to spread on out, protect their buffs. No one wants to go and do anything too crazy. Again, with the recent changes here to the Trinket Ward, it really stops that invade early. And of course, with the gold changes back ages ago in patches to only give you 250 for that first blood, it does not make it always worth it for that invade. But we see Vi just doing some bad manners, laughing on the ward so that the enemy can see. Everybody, though, just going to play defense. No one wants to do anything too crazy. Completely understandable here, as minions are going to spawn. And these junglers, once again, starting at that bottom side of the buffs. So we have Team East Coast starting a red buff. We have MitosisBurnt starting over the blue buff, again, to have that support and ADC kill it down as fast as possible so that the jungler can move on to bigger and better things, like ganking in top lane, or ganking in mid lane, or getting some other lane to start that snowball here. Now, of course, Vi is going to clear incredibly fast, but Evelynn does just as well. The only downside, Eve is very squishy in the jungle, so if Vi chooses to go and find this Evelynn, she's going to be in for a very, very sticky situation. So once again, it's Heartsy and Lamenta will be duking it out in the mid. That Orianna to Syndra. And Lamenta doing a great job of bullying out It's Heartsy. And that's due to the fact that Syndra has that range over Orianna. Early game, you can see that anytime Ori wants to do the command attack, Lamenta's able to throw down that Dark Sphere and harass it on down. Now, all these lanes are very pokey. In top, Aurelia is going to be focusing on farm, while Pantheon's going to be focusing on bullying it out as Cody already with a flash. The Ignite is going to go on down, however, for Orb, but he does have flash himself if he chooses to go on in for a dive. Probably going to wait for that jungler to come on up for assistance, as Vi and Evelynn are going to be clearing up onto their buffs. Vi could be ganking up into that top lane, as that Trinket Ward does go down for Orb to make sure. The nice play backwards and trade onto Joy. He's taken to a quarter HP. He's going to be forced to use that health pot on up. Heal some of that health back that he did just lose. As Little Wings and Blazing bringing the hurt. Showing that they have what it takes to dish it on back. Keep doing the damage. And try for a game number 2 victory. Of course, bot lane pushing very hard as well. No jungler choosing to go and gank just yet. They're going to be going through just their buffs. Looking to go for a level 6. Joy of Gaming forced to dash on away. The hook is going to land on a Joy of Gaming. Little Wings is going to use the exhaust. That Black Shield comes a little bit late as heal comes down and counter exhaust from I Can't Summon onto Blazing. And Joy now, with no heal, does have flash in case something is to happen. That's going to be his get out of jail free card. Exhaust is going to be down from both these supports, though. MitosisBurnt in the bot lane looking very strong, as well as in mid, due to It's Heartsy constantly getting bullied on out there. But here's Evelynn. She is invisible, so it's not like anybody can see her. It's Heartsy is going to get stunned. The Ignite is going to go down, but that shield from It's Heartsy, the flash Q, first blood from Lamenta is going to get picked on up, as we see Joy of Gaming gets hooked on forward, trying to run away. Did not use flash, so he has it for a rainy day, but he is going to be dying on into bottom. As Cody doing some great amount of damage to Orb, trying to trade it on out. But Orb with the shield is going to block too. Cody engaging on. And that is a champion you do not want to go up against. In an auto attack battle, Pantheon can trade auto for auto, but his passive to get that shield after every 4 auto attacks, or of course after he uses that spear shot, is going to make sure that he takes next to no damage. But Bouncing a Wow Wow comes in, does miss the Q. Instead chooses to just push the wave here. And again, Pantheon, who has the passive of someone gets lower, 10% HP, or 15% HP, excuse me, he is able to get that critical strike, 100% guarantee. So if you get low, you are going to die, and Cody did drop in that top lane. Overall, top lane for MitosisBurnt, mid lane, and bottom lane, all the carries currently have 1 kill on them. So we're going to see Syndra coming on back, is going to have that chalice to Orianna, who is forced to get that double Doran's ring for the mana regeneration to try and stay in the lane, as she is getting bullied non-stop. These junglers not gone on back yet. They have chosen to stay in there. No health pots on either one of them. And enough money to go back and get the Spirit Stone to allow for some faster wave clears, or jungle clears. But they're not going for it. As bot lane pushing on up, trying to keep it at the tower. But one of the downsides is if Team East Coast pushes too far forward in bottom, this gives perfect opportunity for Evelynn to go and gank all the time. She simply needs to just walk into that lane and gank. There are no summoners down there. There's Flash, but there's no exhaust, there's no heal. You have the Flesh Hook, the Thresh Flay, and enough CC and damage is going to come out of the two of them, with Ezreal as well bringing the damage, that Evelynn just can go down there and camp it all day long. Overall, Little Wings, just easy trade, simple like that. He is not scared at all. He's got the Ancient Coin, so anytime a minion is going to die, this Thresh is going to be making money, while Morgana choosing to go with the Spell Thief's Blade, so anytime she does any damage, she's making money. So she needs to be very aggressive, as Orb and Cody are going to duke it out. Orb with a vast amount of damage is going to pick up yet another kill in the top lane. And that's the combo of Ignite with, again, his passive for when you get low, he will crit you in the face. And so he picks up yet another kill, and now he's going to start putting some damage in onto that top tower. A nice dodge and pickup from Blazing down, as it's Heartsey with a beautiful flash is going to save his life. Lamenta did drop the ultimate, does not have Ignite up just yet, nor Flash himself. But Orianna with nothing, no flash, she's going to be forced to go on home yet again, as it looks like she's going to be going for that chalice as her next big item. Double Doran's Ring boot into double Fairy Charm. He's going to give her, though, some mana regeneration to try and stay in there, as she needs to keep her distance. Oh, but Bao, he does get found in the jungle. The nice stun. The flash on away, but counter flash from Spoofu. There's the increased movement speed. But Bao should be able to use that Q to disengage that Vault Breaker. Should just get out of dodge as Joy of Gaming gets flayed on backwards. There's the exhaust, the dash on forward, and the hook. Morgana is not there. Spell Shield is going to go down a little bit late, but there's the exhaust on a Blazing, so he's not going to be doing any damage. Little Wing trying to do everything that he can with another flay on backwards, as there will be the disengage. A nice trade from either one of them. The exhaust is down from I Can't Summon, however it is also down from Little Wings. Heal is up for Joy of Gaming, and heal is not for Blazing, soon to be on up here. The stun from Lamenta does not have mana to go on down. There's the Q, though, just enough, and he picks up a kill as Cody Kuhn getting poked on out. Orb trying to wait for that mana to come on back, waiting for Aurelia to come on in for the dive. There's Blazing, who is going to get blinded using the heal, as I Can't Summon is very low. Will they choose to go the heal from Joy of Gaming? And Bounce Gawamo shows on up, is 6, does use the lockdown, as Blazing gets taken down. The damage from Joy of Gaming is going to be enough, but Spoofu coming from that backline. Little Wings trying to bait Bao into the tower, cannot do it, as Spoofu shows on up, but he is going to be forced to run on away. Now there's the Lantern, given that shield, make sure he doesn't take any unnecessary damage, and overall a good play from Team East Coast. And Bounce Gawamo to lock down Blazing, and of course pick up that kill. And who else did it go to? Well, that AD carry. That carry that Team East Coast is looking to feed and bring them into that late game. So everybody sitting on back, going home, getting their money, getting their core items. We see Syndra already with a very, very early Athene's Holy Grail, as she is 2-0 with 72 farm. And Syndra, a nice kick on back, disengaging Bao with that Vault Breaker to use that gap close. Oh, as we see that Cody is going to be engaging in on Orb. The Ignite is going to go down, but the Heartsinger Strike, and auto attack is going to be able to pick up the kill, and enough HP brought on back from Pantheon, with, of course, that offensive mastery spec, getting the 3% HP from the target that it kills us. Bao is going to get stunned, and Spoofu is going to be going on and engaging. There's the Vault Breaker, though, to disengage the Flash Q. Lamenta not able to pick up the kill, ever so aggressive, but that is going to be a flash down now from Lamenta here. If Bao can get in there with the Vault Breaker as well as the Orianna, they may have enough damage to pick up a kill finally on this Syndra. But in top, a very, very scary play between these two. Orb and Cody Kuhn are duking it out to the teeth every time that they feel they have an advantage. They are fighting. Well, Orb is coming up on top here. Now has that brutalizer, has almost last whisper. He's got 2 parts of it. As I can't summon with a binding here onto Little Wings. Does have the soul shackles. There it is, the hook on in. Little Wings trying to slow it down. The flash on back though. It is going to echo his Joy of Gaming. Starts using the culling. Cannot line up the damage in onto Little Wings as the box goes on down. But Joy of Gaming picks up the kill. Getting very aggressive, looking for more. As Bao shows up into bot lane. And Lamenta using the ultimate onto it's Heartsea, and he's gonna drop ever so fast. This Syndra so far ahead. It's Heartsea 0-4 as Joy of Gaming putting some damage down. He's gonna take a tower hit. A Spell Shield trying to disengage some of that damage, but Morgana, remember, Spell Shield is used only for hard CC or soft CC. Could be used for slows as well. Not physical damage such as the tower. Bao trying to dash on in. Does take 2 tower hits, so he wants to back on out as Joy of Gaming trades on in for a tower hit. They need to be very careful as Ezreal does not have True Shot Barrage, but if he did, he could snipe up some kills here. As Cody Kuhn forced to be underneath tower, he is 0-3 in that top lane, has the double Doran's Blade, as bottom tower is going to get picked on up for Team East Coast. They trade tower for tower as mid did die. MitosisBurnt Lamenta pushing that up in the mid lane. Cody Kuhn taking a lot of damage. He's going to get stunned, heading down, but a beautiful stun from Lamenta is going to be able to pick up the assist and the kill in total. As they really are looking to shut down this Aurelia in top lane. They do not want to see her get going pretty much. And not only did they shut down top, take the tower, but they also just grabbed the dragon. 18, almost 19,000 gold here for MitosisBurnt. It's only 14,000 for Team East Coast. It is not looking pretty. They need to change up the strategy, as those pink wards is what keeps Evelynn basically alive, keeps her safe to gank that bot lane. So you just saw that Thresh and Ezreal cleared it on away. As Bounchikawamo is going to be locking down Orb, but the Ignite and ultimate coming out of Lamenta is not going to be enough as he's going to be running on away. But Lamenta with a nice stun into Joy of Gaming. And so much damage this slow. There's 4 members, though, of Team East Coast. Lamenta needs to just get out of dodge. And he's trying. He does see that the enemy is hot on his tail. But it does look like a little bit more running. He's going to get out of there, no problem. As now MitosisBurnt is going to be pushing in onto the bottom tower. A nice minion wave here. Could mean that they pick it on up. Ezreal did go for the Cutlass early, as opposed to going for the Trinity Force Rush with the Sheen, Phage, Zeal combination, building all the parts there. And there we see Pantheon that is going to be ulting in onto mid lane as Spoopoo comes on in. There's the damage, and Joy of Gaming is going to evaporate with a nice Orianna ultimate. Is going to try to disengage it, but there's a double kill overall. I can't summon, fails to flash out over the wall, and a triple kill in total for Orb. All it took was a 2v3 and a little bit of tower assistance, and they turned a situation where mid should have died into a successful fight. And that is because this Pantheon is so fed. He has so much armor penetration, he might as well be doing pure damage as Bounchikawamo using the Vault Breaker. Now it's Cody who's forced to flash away, and he flashes right into Little Wings. The hook is not going to land, but Orb will make sure that it does with the guaranteed stun and Heartseeker Strike. Tear your heart out, Aurelia, as he is seeking it, and he took it. Spoofoo and Little Wings just taking out some jungle farm. They have it. There's no one to stop them. As Team East Coast, all the members were dead. These kills that separate these two teams, 2 to 13, 23,000 to 16,000 gold, 3 towers, all in favor of MitosisBurnt, and they are looking very, very solid in this game here. And thankfully, it's because of this Pantheon. However, Little Wings is going to get stopped from the back. I Can't Summon is looking to get close enough to land the Dark Binding. It does look like he is going to back on away. He does not know where the rest of the team is. Evelynn was waiting out in the wings in case something is to happen. Now Ward is going to get spotted and picked on up. But this Pantheon, currently 7-0, does so much damage. Lamenta as well, 4-0 with the Athene's Holy Grail. So if he picks up a kill or assist, he's got mana. And to keep on fighting, and that needlessly large rod going to be going for that Deathfire Grasp, a similar build to what he did last game. And then Ezreal, who does have that Blade of the Rune King to keep his distance if Aurelia or Vi is to hard engage onto him. It's a very understandable pick, and overall the only person who has kills for Team East Coast is Joy of Gaming, that 2-2 80 carry down in that bot lane. As this is going to be a 4-man push from MitosisBurnt. If Team East Coast is looking for a fight, this would be it here. There is no Evelynn. There's no way for them to know that because Evelynn's always invisible. The constant invisibility does play out on the mind, but I can't tell it. It's going to evaporate to Lamenta's damage, which is going to give them the opportunity to push down now onto this middle tower as Evelynn showing up from base. There's the pings onto it saying, forget it. We're going to go and defend the second tower. And that was just all done from Lamenta. Single-handedly made that play happen by catching out I Can't Summon. There's a True Shot Barrage just clearing out some of the minions as they're going to be trying to push for 2 towers here. Bao does have the ultimate as a ton of damage comes out of Orb. The hook is going to go on to Kodakun as Spooboo is going to be taking the tower, but a nice ultimate is going to give him some bonus HP as we see Lamenta turning legendary, picking up the kill onto Cody as Orb picks up the kill onto Bao. They begin this push down now onto that middle tower, trying to get it. The binding does go out for Little Wings, but the hook of Joy of Gaming, and he's going to evaporate, but the nice Oriana ultimate is going to lock him down underneath the tower as Blazing picks up the kill, and he's going to be diving underneath the tower using the Blade of the Rune King. Picking up the kill, though, will, of course, be the Syndra. Lamenta just dominating, and Pantheon picking up the kill here. And a double kill overall coming out of Oriana as Kodakun trying to show up to the lane. Trying to get the tower, the stun as Orb is going to get Assault and Battery. 500 gold is going to be going to Kodakun. That mid tower will not drop. A very, very aggressive play from MitosisBurnt onto that tower. Almost getting it. One more auto tech would have picked it on up, but not able to overall. And they're going to back on away. There's the pings onto Dragon saying that it is going to be coming on up soon. As Spoofoo choosing to split push, get some of that farm, get some of that experience. Has the Lizard Elder, going to be going for that, most likely the Blade of the Rune King next into full tank, as that is all the damage that you need from Evelynn. As the Hourglass gets picked on up here from Lamenta, even though he was so far ahead in the last game, and he went with the Deathfire Grasp, he chooses that he needs a survivability this game, and picks up that Hourglass, of course. Now Ezreal getting the Sheen, so he got a huge damage spike with that. We switch it on over to Team East Coast, and we see that Joy of Gaming finishing out the Bloodthirster, but here's the Pantheon ultimate as its Heartsea is going to get engaged on, and Lamenta picks up the kill as Orb with a nice flash into the Heartseeker will not be enough to pick up the kill, and True Shot Barrage does not land. This tower with so little HP, they could simply tank it, but they got the minions, they might as well use them. Ezreal with a nice boost of that attack speed that he gets. And now Orb with a nice stun going in out of Joy of Gaming. And Heartseeker is not going to land all of the procs as Lamenta picks up the kill on Joy of Gaming. They cannot seem to survive as we see Spoofoo is going to engage in on a Cody, but Spoofoo in a bit of a sticky situation. He does not want to be fighting Cody in a 1v1. That is an Aurelia. And there we see the shutdown pickup, but a nice slowdown. That's what Spoofoo was trying to do, as Morgana with the Soul Shackles does get stunned, cannot get the Echo on off, waiting for cooldown, does get hooked on in as I Can't Summon now, is going to drop to Orb, and Lamenta picks up the kill here onto Bao, but there's Cody who comes in with vengeance, wants to clear the mon off, does dash on in, there's the Oriana ultimate, that is going to go down, Little Wings is going to get ignited, and he's going to get taken out, as we see Orb picking up the kill here. Onto Cody as now Ezreal getting very aggressive, and he picks up the kill. Orb not able to get close enough for the stun, but Lamenta able to lay down the slow. And so many balls, it is ridiculous. Balls all over the place. Lamenta just being so powerful on this Syndra as he's keeping Team East Coast at a distance, at bay, and Joy of Gaming wants to get close enough to Pantheon. But the dash on forward does get stunned even through it. There's a True Shot Barrage to just make sure minions stay on back. And now, MitosisBurnt with a lot of money in their pockets going, look, everybody, 1,800, 1,700, 1,200. And those are on the 3 carries. They're going on home and going to go spend that money. Overall, Pantheon now with all the penetration a man could need. He's got his cleaver that is black, ready to spill the blood and shred the armor of his enemies. He's got that last whisper, as that's the last thing you will hear is him whispering into your ear that you are dead. Now going for that Randuin. So when he engages, if it's into a whole team, he's able to then slow everybody so they stay in that duration of Heartseeker Strike rather than running on away. Now counter to Aurelia being 2-7 here with 87 farm. Everybody very low farm in this game overall, but she does have that Blade of the Rune King now. She's able to focus out a target, stick to them, and dash to that backline, cause massive disruption if she can stay alive long enough. There we see the ultimate from Orb going in onto It's Heartsy. It's Heartsy taken down to half HP. One more auto attack, and that is going to be the kill. Orb fluffing that score even more now, 12-1-7. As 4 members of Team East Coast group on up in the middle. A double stun coming out from Lamenta. Not going to be enough, but they want to engage on. There's the ball, the flash down from Cody as Lamenta's going to be taken out very low, but the Hourglass is going to disengage. The bouncing wow, assault and battery as Lamenta uses the ult onto Bao. I Can't Summon taken very low, and Blazing picks up the kill with the assistance of minions there. And now it does look they are going to be pushing onto these double towers. Spoofu coming from the wings, the stun in onto the Lucian. Not going to be enough as the Orianna ult is going to catch 2 members on out. A lot of damage coming out, but Cody is going to die to Lamenta as now the heal and Blade of the Rune King from Blazing is going to disengage it. Lamenta trying to go on in and does pick up the double kill as Bao now shows up to the fight, but he's taken out away as Spoofu with the ult is going to be slowing down It's Heartsy. A triple kill overall for Lamenta, and he's looking for the Quadra. He can smell blood, cannot get it as Murderous Crucible is going to save Bao's life, but Spoofu is going to get binded, and he picks up the kill on Spoofu underneath the double towers, but that top tower is going to fall. Lamenta with the damage, with enough, does pick up overall a quadra kill unofficially, and that mid nexus, of course the only nexus in the game here, is going to go on down for Team East Coast. This does put MitosisBurnt in a 2-0 in this best of 5 series here.